What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about what if Naruto had his own nation part 1, the movie. So yeah. So basically Naruto is born as he is born with black hair and kind of, a grayish white hair as well as Naruto when he is born, he is almost he's like at the same age as Itachi would be. Well, Itachi, I guess, but I'm thinking what should I name female Itachi. If y'all got a good name, put it down in the comments down below. So yeah, let's get into the video. So Naruto was born, he he um he sees big Naruto sees his mom as his mom is basically still Kushina Uzumaki, and he sees his dad, who is basically a random like guy. This is when the Nine Tails attack happens. The Nine Tails attack happens as as the Uzumaki that was as Kushina, she was with like the guy that was Naruto's dad. He was killed on a mission like a few days after Naruto was born. So yeah, but Kushina and Minato got back together. So yeah, so this is when on the Nine Tails attack, 2 children were born, as these 2 children were Mito Uzumaki and Naruto Uzumaki, as they are twins, and they both have blonde hair and blue eyes, just like their dad. As Naruto, who now knows he has, after the Nine Tails attack, Naruto now knows he has the duty of, well, the job of protecting his siblings, as that's what Naruto does. He protects his siblings. So anyone who tries to, hurt Naruto's siblings has to deal with Naruto. As Naruto, he is now honorable, as you could say I think he would be 7, as Naruto is now 12, as he goes up to a few kids, as he sees one guy and 2 girls talking, as the one in the middle isn't really talking, she's just looking at the rest of the other 2 talk. As Naruto goes up to these people, as Naruto says, "It's nice to meet you guys. I'm Naruto Uzumaki, and you are," as Shushui turns around and says, "I'm Shushui Uchiha." And Azumi looks at Naruto as he says, "I'm Azumi Uchiha." As Itachi stands up and says, "Hello, I'm Itachi Uchiha." As Naruto's like, "Well, it's nice to meet you guys. Do you guys want to be friends?" As they all become friends, and they start training, and Sasuke, Mito, and Naruto, Sasuke, Mito, and Naruto become friends. Hold on. Okay guys, I am back. So Naruto, who has become friends with Azumi, Susui, and Itachi, are friends now. And Naruto, he has been basically taking the beatings for Mito and Naruto, as Naruto, who is Naruto, Sasuke, not Sasuke, Mito, Naruto, and Sasuke, they are friends. They're pretty much good friends. So yeah, this is when Naruto, who this is when Naruto who goes to his um goes to who goes to the Anbu because yeah, if Itachi, Shisui, and if they're in the Anbu, then he's going to be in the Anbu as well. But Azumi didn't really like the Anbu, so she didn't join. So you know, so this is when so oh yeah, and Itame, she Itachi hold on guys. I'm just gonna call her Itame. Itame is she so she is currently with so Itame finally, sorry if I can hear that, that's just a pipe in a wall, I guess. So Itame finally had the courage to ask out Naruto, and Naruto who is Naruto was surprised by this, but you know he was he kind of he didn't really know that much, but like he didn't know that 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 Itame was that she kind of liked him, but he didn't know that she liked him like this much. So yeah. Also Naruto, also Itame, she's a yandere, so yeah. Like if you touch him, if you get close to him, you're gonna die. So yeah. And it's also because of Itame why Naruto doesn't get beaten up. So yeah. So Itame tells Naruto about the Uchiha massacre, and she says, "I want you to take care of Naruto, of Sasuke." And Shisui did not die. They he basically faked his death in a way. But yeah, he's not dead. And why Itame is telling Naruto this, he's like, you can't do that. Like, at least let me do it, so that way you can still be with Sasuke. He's going to need you. As as Naruto, they're kind of arguing what to do. As 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 Naruto grabbed Itame's hand because he knows something that she doesn't know. As Naruto says, Itame, if you do this, they're going to put all the blame on me. So even if you did do it, so even if I didn't do it, they're going to want to put the blame on me somehow. As Itame, realizing how much the village hates Naruto, and knowing this, kind of knowing this, she knows that he's right. As Itame kisses Naruto and says goodbye, as Naruto is blushing a bit, as Naruto he starts to kind of think about it, as he knows if he's thinking what should he do, as Naruto quickly runs over to Uchiha compound, as Itame already killed most of the adults and half of the children. As Naruto stops Itame from killing the rest of the Uchiha. as Naruto says, at least keep some of them alive. As you know, as Itame as Itame is surprised by this, but she says fine. As Itame then goes, rogue like how Itachi does, but she doesn't, find her Katsuki yet. As Naruto, as it's the next day, as Naruto basically took in the Uchiha children that that he was taking care of, as it has been 3 months now since half of the Uchiha massacre has happened. So yeah, Naruto, who is currently currently with with you with Itame, you know Naruto, who is currently with Sasuke, Mito, and Naruto, and some of the Uchiha children, as he is training as he is right now training Sasuke. Sasuke, he's not holding anything back. He keeps punching and Naruto just keeps, dodging in a way. Like Naruto, he's training Sasuke in taijutsu, as Sasuke, he's just hitting Naruto's palms, and that's basically it. So Naruto, who sees Sasuke's will to beat Itame, he's kind of like saddened by this because that's kind of like his girlfriend in a way. So yeah, this is when an Anbu comes, as they say, Naruto Uzumaki, you are to be in the council room immediately. As Hiruzen has been trying to put the blame on Itachi, but the villagers are like, well, Itame, as the villagers are like, yeah, she's not like a demon, like the demon, she wouldn't do that. She probably just went rogue because, she was dating the demon, and it's because of them. Or they're like, oh, she probably did it because of Naruto. So, yeah. So basically, they're very persistent that it's Naruto in a way, I guess. As Naruto was in the council room, as they're asking him why did he kill the Uchihas, as he's like, I didn't kill them. As Naruto, as the door opens to reveal, to reveal 5 Uchiha children, as they came in the council room wanting to know what's happening to Naruto. As Naruto says, why are you guys here? As they said that Naruto didn't kill the Uchiha and stuff, as they say it was really Itame. As the council do not believe in this because they're children. What do they know? As as the one of the council members tell the children to leave, but they don't leave, so they get the Anbu, and they basically make them leave. And as Naruto is still saying, do you believe I still did it? As the council members shake their head, yes, we do. you're a demon, so why wouldn't we? As you know, Naruto was looking down as he says, so what do you want me to do? As they say, oh, leave the village, you're banished, you can't come here anymore. As Naruto, he leaves the council room as the council starts to talk about other matters of the village. As Naruto gets to his house, as Sasuke, who is, you know, happy but also sad because he heard from the other Uchiha children that they're going to do something to Naruto. As Naruto, Sasuke says, so what? So Naruto, are you going to train me again? As Naruto says, sorry Sasuke, I can't right now. Maybe next time. As Sasuke knowing that Naruto he will usually say yes to Sasuke or his sisters or the other Uchiha orphan kids. As the other Uchiha orphan kids, they live in the apartment next to Naruto, so yeah, they basically live in that apartment as Naruto, because they didn't really want to leave Naruto, so yeah, this is when Naruto is packing his things as Naruto asks him where he's going. As as Naruto does, as Naruto puts his hand in the fist as he swings it at Naruto, but it's not like a fast fist that he's going to hit her. He puts it to Naruto's chest as Naruto gives her a smile and also a sort of eye smile as he says, "Be safe, Naruto." As this saying this, it kind of making Naruto cry because it's like he's saying goodbye to her, like forever. As Naruto, who is leaving the village gates, he is getting stopped by some of the Uchiha children, Naruto and Mito, and also Sasuke, as they're telling him not to leave. As Naruto is basically saying to them that he has no choice to leave, like he can't disobey the council's rules. As Naruto, he basically body flickers, over the children as he's waving his hand goodbye. As seeing the children, want him to stay, nearly made Naruto cry, but he's like, I gotta be strong if I want them to get strong. As basically the children go into sort of like depression state, but it's Naruto and Mito who is like taking this the hardest because they didn't just see Naruto as an older brother, but a sort of mother and father figure in a way. So yeah, because basically Naruto is all they know. They only had one person in their life to take care of them, and that was Naruto. So they're like in a really deep depression now, and they didn't really want Naruto to leave. But yeah, so Naruto, who is walking around as he sees Shushui, as Shushui has just gotten one of the eyes of the Uchiha from the massacre, as that's the eye that Shushui is now using. and Shusui already has Mangekyo Sharingan, as he was able to do something to this eye to make it as Shusui put some of his blood on the eye, as the eye kind of started to absorb Shusui's blood in a way, as Shusui was able to unlock the internal Mangekyo Sharingan. As Shusui is like, Naruto, what are you doing here? As he says, well, I'm outside the village, obviously. As Shusui says, well, yeah, but why are you out here? As Shusui as Naruto says, I got banished from the village because they think they 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 thought I killed the Uchihas. As Shusui, knowing how the villagers are like to Naruto, as he's like, as Shusui sighs, and he says, what about like the Uchiha children that you had, and also and also like Naruto and Mito. As Naruto looks up at the sky and says, they're probably really sad, but he knows that they'll get over it, because the one thing Naruto said to them is that he wants them to get strong. So strong that they can't, and he basically says he wants them to get so strong that he can't even rival them. As that's what they are determined to do. As now the oldest of the kids who was 11, because most of the Uchiha children are rather 9, 10, 11 and stuff. Well, not 11, like 10, 9 and 8, some stuff. So yeah. So the oldest had to take responsibility, as yeah, he had to take responsibility and take care of the kids. As Naruto taught as the oldest, well, I'm going to say his name is going to be he's going to be Yuto, as that's the oldest name. He's 11 years old, as he starts remembering what Naruto taught him. As he taught him how to cook. He also taught him how to cook. He also taught him how to cook his favorite foods, and the other kids' favorite foods, as remembering those times when Naruto kind of got him sad, but he like, I gotta take responsibility. It's what Naruto would have wanted me to do. He starts making food for the kids that he's with, as he makes their favorite food, and and Mito and Naruto share a room. So yeah, as now the Yuto makes everyone's favorite food, as they are all at the dinner table, as Yuto took 2 bowls of ramen, miso ramen, to Naruto and Mito's room, as he knocked on the door and he said that he has food for them, and if they want it, they can come and get it. They didn't really say anything as of for the last few days that that Naruto has been out of the village. He's been training with Shusui, as Naruto has a dojutsu. He has this thing right here, as I'll say, like, it starts off at the 1, the 2, and the 3rd, as Naruto was, able to get the third one because of Shushui, as yeah. And the like Naruto, he didn't really even know he had this dojutsu. He he thought like he was an ordinary person and stuff. So yeah. So yeah, Naruto is training with Shushui as Naruto found the Akatsuki as he saw Itame there. She asked like, why was he here, and basically like, why is he out of the village? As Naruto explained to her as well what happens. Now Pain did offer Naruto to come stay with him, but Naruto's like, hey, how about this? How about we make our own country of peace, and we don't we can make our own country of peace. We won't need to tell Beast, we can just have our own place for us to live. And Naruto thinking this over, he's like fine, but he's basically thinking fine, like fine. So yeah, as Kakuzu, he normally goes out mining for stuff, and I forgot his name. Hedon, yeah, Hedon. He basically made a temple for Joshi, Naruto, and Konan made a house. Like they made a house for basically everyone to live in. As as basically the places are kind of coming together. Hold on. Okay, guys. So this is what the village kind of looks like right now a little bit, but soon it's going to be a sort of big type of village. So yeah. So Naruto, who is with the Katsuki, as they're making this village, it's going to be the village. The village is going to be called the village, basically hidden in the shadows, kind of, because people can't really see this village, this place. It's normally covered by shadows, so yeah. So most people can't really see it. They think it's just a place where where it's just dark. So yeah. But the but the country's name is going to be called the village hidden in the shadows, but the village is going to be the Akatsuki village, basically. It's going to be called the Akatsuki village, and just in case anything happens to this village, like we have all permissions, we have all permission to be the Akatsuki again. So yeah. So basically, so Naruto is able to convince the Akatsuki to make your own clan and do this and that and stuff. So yeah. So Naruto found Zabuza and Haku, as he was able to convince them to be in his village, and also he was able to convince hold on. He was able to convince some other bloodline users and some people, as the village is kind of coming along, as the village is getting bigger and bigger, as as the village is starting to look like a village now, as this is when they're starting, basically Akatsuki are holding a meeting, as this meeting they're like Naruto is asking like, oh, who's going to be like basically the Hokage, or the dark Kage of this village, or they're all basically looking at Naruto, as Naruto is kind of like, I don't think I can be a good Hokage, like Like, they're saying, oh, you'll be a great Hokage. Yeah, it's totally worth it. Like that's what they're basically saying. As Naruto's size, as Naruto is now the Dark Hokage. As the village went from looking like this to, okay guys, this is it. So the village kind of went looking like this to like this to this in a way, but also this, like it has a few places in there, but like mostly kind of looks like this in a way, and this I guess. So yeah, that's basically Naruto's village. It's more gigantic than the Leaf Village. So yeah. So it's called the Village in the Darkness right now because they don't really want to say it's a Akatsuki village, as people live in there, and as people do live in there. Naruto, who, hold on. Okay, I'm back. So basically, Naruto, who is was the Hokage of the village, well, Dark Kage. He is basically in that village as, hold on. So guys, I am back. So basically, where I left off was, Naruto was the Dark Kage, as it's basically a village of, peace in a way, as is Naruto is currently working on, two things right now. His village and basically his family. Yeah, him and, Itachi decided to, do the thing as they kind of have a 3-year-old kid running around the village. Like he goes around the village kind of like everywhere. So yeah. I want y'all in the comments down below to name the kid. So yeah, cause I can't think of a kid name. So basically now Naruto, who is there, that's when they for Konoha they were able to what happens in canon happened in canon, but except the Zabuza arc because Zabuza wasn't there, but but Mito, Sasuke, and Naruto were able to defeat Gato and stuff. So yeah, and also so basically yeah. Oh yeah, to let y'all know who does which business, Hidan does, him and half of his clan, they're the people who, pray for Joshi. They have Joshi as their last name in a way. So yeah, as they pray for Joshi. Naruto, who, Mommy. Hold on, it's my 1-year-old sister. So basically, and oh yeah, Hidan, he's the clan that prays for Joshi. They have Joshi as a last name. Kakazu is, the person. He basically, makes he has the fond name. He basically gets the rent and stuff, the money. Basically Kakazu is basically loaded with money. Kakazu has what he wants. Sorcery, she's well, not she, he, I'm sorry. He looks like a girl, so I thought that, he was a she. So yeah. So, he's a teacher. He teaches the academy students who, want to become shinobi. And for Deidara, he's, you could say, he's also a teacher. He teaches, kids explosive tags, ceilings and stuff. So yeah, basically art in his way. He's not just that, he's also basically the general of the place. If I did forget anyone else of the Akatsuki, oh yeah, I would say Obito, but he wants to revive Rin and stuff, so yeah. So yeah, basically, yeah, that's it. So people have tried to invade on the Dark God Gate Village, but they're like, it's too big. You can't take that over. They probably have more ninjas than we do. Basically, yeah. Because and people are starting to hear like how good that place is from, the normal ninja world. So they want to join like that village instead. And we have a little time skip as Naruto and Mito and Sasuke, they found out that not just Itachi was alive, but also Naruto, and that he made the Darkness Village, the village in the village hidden in the shadows. I'm sorry, my bad. I kind of got this idea from someone, I forgot his name, dang it. So yeah, so Naruto, who was basically, sorry about that, who was basically was doing paperwork. That's when like the Uchiha children and his sisters asked if they can, join the village. As Naruto, he said yeah they can. As that's kind of it. That's kind of it. Like Naruto was able to stop. He was able to Naruto killed Zetsu, and he also killed Obito. So yeah. So Madara was not revived, and Orochimaru, he is in the village. He gets to do like whatever he wants. He has to do his experiments in like far away from the village. It's not that far, but it's kind of far. So yeah. So yeah, it's basically it for like this whole thing. There won't be a part 2 because I basically just finished it all in one day and in one part kind of. So yeah. So if y'all want anything else, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me down in the comments down below. So yeah. But anything other than that, so anything basically other than that, like, bye guys.